The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed Dave here, and Dave with you with the second episode of the new 5th season.
Sure.
But where we left off last time, we were going through the DVD releases from the past few months. So we're going to pick up. Where did we leave off with?
Oh, The Gilded Age was the last one we did.
Also, we're going to be taking a look at the recent celebrity deaths
Yes.
from the past couple months. And we're going to take a look at this, another one of those Polonia films, which I'm fascinated with. I think you are too, right? That these things are being put out
Yeah,
and on demand.
and getting financed apparently.
Yeah, so it's the newest one where I just shook my head in disbelief was Sharkula.
Sharkula.
And these people have been doing these things for years, and you would think some kind of quality would seep in there, but no. The Sharkula, the same rubber shark puppet. So we'll see that in a little bit.
Maybe akin to Mega Worm.
That Mega Worm was a good effect for what we had. Even though it was a sock, I painted. And then you were in the distance. It was
Yes.
perspective.
Yes.
So the shark, that's what the same thing we're doing, but I did it a little better. And then the shark, or the hand puppet, was coming down on you, and we cut to a little man. I think my Buck Rogers figure I painted to look like you, and he went up and he was eating it. It was a good effect for Super 8.
Who was that? Was that 80s or early 90s?
That was 90, I think.
Okay.
Around there, it was our Shockers film, which in a previous show where you mentioned my little clay man, I did find the clip of that and put it into that show there.
All right.
So here's the Sharkula.
Oh, look at that fine, beautiful graphic there. Look at that. Look at that cover. Tell me that doesn't exude terror. Look at the fangs and the red eyes and the blood for like the sea that is coming out of the ocean, and a bat hearkening to Dracula, and the Dracula's castle in the background, and a full moon like there's a werewolf in there, like Wolfula, whatever.
They did Sharkenstein, so Wolfula is next.
Shark Wolf. But look at that. Look at the beautiful artwork.
Yeah, whoever's doing the artwork is great and sucking poor rubes in, because as we'll see later on, the the Sharkula creature, looks nothing like this and has wings for some reason.
Well, because it's a bat.
Yeah.
It's a Dracula. It has
But
bat.
it's the rubber puppet with wings on it is what it is this time.
All right. Well, I'm intrigued. Oh no.
This is another one from the Polonia
Oh
films.
God.
I don't know if I'm so fascinated with these things because they're so horrible and they're being put out, or because the guy they use in these I often see in the Latham movie section and try and duck in another aisle. I think I would have been amazed at these things even if I hadn't seen who was playing Dracula for some reason in the...
Well, look at this. Look at this cover. This is an interesting design too.
Yeah, it's great art. Unfortunately, it doesn't match what's inside or on your streaming.
Damn it, you fill in space.
Well, we do say everything they put in space eventually.
What famous TNA 2
Number 2,
starring Diana Prince?
of course, we all know that is Wonder Woman's alter ego. So this X-rated actress stole her name.
Oh.
Now, in the, I want to say 80s or 90s, there was a famous TNA VHS tape which collected all of the celebrity nudity
Ooh.
up till that time. So it took many years since to do the famous TNA 2. When, of course, with the internet today, you don't really need famous TNA 2. You need to be with Mr. Skin, who puts all the clips up. But here they put out a...
You just need some lotion and some Posh Puffs.
Right. Like the Banana Man at work. Nothing like telling your coworkers you like Posh Puffs for your pleasuring.
Oh, look at these ants. Look where they're crawling, Ed.
They're crawling all over.
They're crawling over the breasticle area.
Now, this was another TV movie. It happened at Lakewood Manor. And you only knew it was about ants from a couple of ants on the ad there. But when they put it out on VHS, I think they used that cover with the decollage and the ants. I believe that's Suzanne Summers there.
On the right?
Yes.
Okay.
I think she's in it, and I think that's her.
The one in the middle almost looks like Terry Garr.
It's
not, but it kind of looks like her.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, do I see Myrna Loy?
I think she's in there.
Like a real actress from the 40s?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Myrna!
Myrna Loy, I think she's on the bottom there. And then we got, I think that couple, Linda Day George, I think she's in there.
Robert Foxworth?
Yeah. So it was all the ABC stars at the time. And Suzanne Summers. I think it was 77. Ants.
Oh.
I'd like to see that again. I don't know if I've seen it since 77. I do remember watching that.
Tarantulas, the deadly cargo.
I'm going to say from the questionable artwork, that's Claude Akins.
Yes, it looks like Claude Akins on the left, yeah.
Another TV movie from the 70s. They don't make great TV movies like they did in the 70s. With tarantulas and ants and things.
Well, they didn't make them great in the 70s either.
No, but that's all we had.
Right.
If you wanted to see a little, monster thing, it was a TV movie.
You know, there's too many outlets now. If you want to see some really bad, movies, it'd be those stupid sci-fi.
Oh yeah.
Crocosaurus. And, there's just even the effects there are awful. Here's your Cobra Kai, Ed.
Cobra Kai, which we started watching because we had a couple weeks left on the Netflix. It's pretty entertaining, I'll tell you. And it's not realistic of any kind, with two opposing karate studios fighting in the school halls and things. But we got Ralph Macchio and the Johnny, and of course Martin Kove, and the guy from the third one, which I didn't see that. I had to watch the third movie. I never saw that one.
The guy looks familiar, and I can't. Was he in Scarface?
He might have been. He's in a. What was it?
His name Michael something?
I think so.
Can't think of his last name.
But yeah, I think I mentioned this to my brother, and the first thing when I said Cobra Kai, he said, "Put him in a body bag." Do you remember that guy yelling?
Yeah.
Well, he was turned up in the series. The Johnny character was getting together with his old Cobra Kais, and the body bag kid had cancer in the storyline. And apparently also in real life, because the next season there was a memorial card. And kind of sad when your Cobra Kai friends pass on.
Oh, it is.
It was nice they got him in the story, though, before he left. Season 5, I think, coming out this month of Cobra Kai.
Cool. I sort of remember this.
Uh-huh.
I never saw it, but I sort of remember this film coming out.
It was the very sexy. It's disturbing when you get turned on by the cartoons, but it was a very sexy Hollywood, I think, or something. It was a Kim Basinger cartoon, very sexy, and Brad Pitt. And then this is that Bakshi guy, I think. He does all these weird cartoons. He's got the very sexy woman, and then all these oddball cartoons are running around. It was an odd thing, but entertaining for some reason.
And you turned on. by the car. Everyone has their fetishes, Ed. I guess.
Right.
I guess we found yours.
Well, yeah, her and Roger Rabbit or Jessica
wow.
Rabbit. Very sexy cartoons.
You have to go upstairs and ask someone about that. Oh, Lenny O'Grady. Wait a minute. Was she? Did you crop that for her nudity?
Yes.
Wasn't she in the? What was that?
8 is enough.
Yeah, but wasn't she also in a film where it was like a college or something, and everyone was naked in it?
That's this. Massacre at Central
No,
High.
this wasn't. This is totally different. I'm thinking so. You talk. I'm looking this up.
Okay.
I'm telling you, there was something else she was in.
Oh, not the Herod Summer.
Yes, or a Herod Experiment.
Yeah, I don't think she's in this, but maybe she was.
Oh, okay.
I know there was a lot of people. There were her sisters from 8 is Enough were in the Herod Experiment.
All right, I'm looking this up. You talk. I'm looking it up.
Yeah, this was a high school thing, and there was somebody was murdering people, but like that Herod Experiment, I was surprised. This probably hit HBO after 8 is Enough, and there was whatever her name was, Nancy or whatever, walking around totally nude.
Oh.
I think she has passed on since then. So you're remembering the Herod Experiment.
I remember Tippi Hedren was in that.
Right. There was some actresses that would go on to other things, and a couple of them who were in 8 is Enough. The redhead was in that. Do you remember the 8 is Enough redhead?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, here's a list of people in the original Herod Experiment.
Okay.
James Whitmore,
Oh,
Tippi
God.
Hedren, Don Johnson, Bruno Kirby. Oh, Laurie Walters. Is that what you're
Yes.
thinking of?
Yep, that's the redhead. Who else? Any other females? There were a couple that were in
Victoria Thompson.
things in
Nope.
Nope.
So Melody Patterson from F Troop.
Okay. Oh, was she nude?
I don't know. Well, I would hope so. Melanie Griffith as an extra.
Oh.
All right, so she wasn't in that one. Maybe she was in the next one.
Herod Summer.
I'll have to look that one up. Was that like a sequel or?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's not coming up here. So.
Yeah, I don't think she was. This was her only nude role, as I recall. Maybe you're mixing up the two high school things
I could.
from HBO.
I could.
Did you have HBO early on? Do you remember when you got that?
Yeah, when it first came out, and for several years afterwards. But Laurie Walters was in the next one too. I guess I was wrong, Ed. I apologize for my error.
Yeah, you just mix them up in your HBO, youth head.
Yes, of nudity. Marty Allen. Oh, Jesus.
We got Star Trek, the 6-movie collection, including
The Whale.
the Whale one was number 4, the 5th one, which was horrible, that Shatner directed. Shatner's coming to town again
Why?
because they have that replica of the set in Ticonderoga,
Oh, do they?
and he's come. If you have like $1,000 for the captain's tour, you can go visit Captain Kirk.
Wow. In the words of Don Knotts.
And
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's worth it.
that's the first movie.
Oh, yes.
I think the director's cut, all new effects put in. Of course, that wasn't a great. It had the bald female alien.
No. Played by, I remember.
Persis Kamata.
Yes.
But probably best remembered as the first Happy Meal tie-in.
I was not aware of that. Oh, no.
The Rob Zombie Monsters.
I am assuming that he's keeping it in the comic tone.
Yes. I think too comic from the trailer I saw.
Oh, really? Okay.
It looks pretty good. He's a big fan of the Munsters, so you think he would do a good job. And he built the house and has all the references, the cars. But the guy he's got to do Herman looks disturbing. Grandpa looks pretty good. And of course, he's got the wife as
Oh, it's Sherry Moon Zombie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's the only film she's in, or his.
Fine actress.
Oh, she's great. I always found Dave Osborne to be moderately humorous, but his shtick wore thin after a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you see
Yeah.
like one or two movies, perhaps that he's pretty funny, but beyond that, that's a no. And unfortunately, he has gone on to be
Yes.
his maker. Brother of, I can't think of his name. Oh, I'll have to look this up too. Brother of another fine actor who was in. I'm like, oh, I'm losing my mind.
I know he would turn up, I think, on Letterman a lot, but I remember him lately from the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah, curly-haired comedian, actor.
Oh, Brooks?
Yes.
Albert Brooks?
Yes.
Yeah.
Albert Brooks. He was his brother. Ooh, yes. Oh, I'd like to have a 50-foot girl in.
Yeah, they're always 50 feet. The Attack of the 50-Foot Woman.
Yeah.
I think there was a 50-foot cheerleader movie.
They should never wear a dress when they're that tall, though.
No, they can't get that on. I don't know where she picked that one up. Oh,
I remember seeing this. Was this like 79, 80? Something
yes, the original. I believe there were 5 of these.
All I remember is some sphere going around and drilling into people's heads.
Yeah, that's sort of seen on the bottom there with the 2 things that would
Oh, yes.
stick into you, and then a drill would come out. Never explained what was going on, but a drill would come out and drain you of blood. And I believe that's the last of the DVD releases to catch up on.
There you go.
Now we are going to go to some recent celebrity deaths.
I just remember our bad sketch.
You're right. What was it called? The Dulling? Is that what we
I
used?
think we may have, yes.
And it was you were Jack Nicholson, and your
Right.
brother was the Joe Turkel character.
Yes.
And do you remember what the gist of the bit was? You're at a bar,
Yeah.
Jim's bar.
Something about if I drink too much, I'm gonna flood this joint or something like that.
Yes, that was it.
How do I remember stuff from 40 years ago and I can't remember what I had for dinner yesterday?
Okay.
Oh, Seals. Jim
Seals
Seals
and-
from Seals and Croft.
I didn't look up. Is Crofts still with us?
I don't know. I really don't actually know that. Summer Breeze and didn't they do a song in the year 20? Was that them? 25, 25?
I don't think so. They did a
Oh,
lot
that
of-
was Zager and Evans, I think.
Did a lot of the soft
Yes.
music from the 70s. It's sad when your 70s artists to pass on
Oh.
that did fine hits like Summer Breeze.
Make me feel fine. Oh, there we go. Ray Liotta on the left there.
Yeah, that was a surprise. He was. Do we know it was a heart thing? Because he was
I don't recall.
apparently in good health up until and had a fiance.
And don't you have another one of these people in this picture coming up also on
Well,
your...
I put him right next door and saved the picture.
So you just got to change the graphic. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Paul Sorvino.
So that's 2 of the 4 who were with us until a few months ago.
Yes.
And we have 2 more that are probably leaving us sooner
Oh.
than later. It's
Well.
sad to say.
Well, I mean, what? De Niro's got to be closing in on 80.
Yeah. Well, they could have a while
They
to
could.
go. Paul
never know.
Sorvino in a lot of films.
Yeah.
I think he was in that Dick Tracy as one of the villains, wasn't he?
I think he was, yeah. And is it Heish?
In Heish.
Following not just a car crash, Ed, but a horrific car crash.
Right.
I still don't know if they determined toxicology that she had various, I think, prescription maybe.
I
In her
think
system?
so.
I don't recall. I just recall she crashed into a house for God's sakes, and basically destroyed the house, and then everything caught fire. Yeah, it was hard thinking she was going to survive that one when you hear the details of that crash. It was horrific, Ed.
Yeah, I looked up her film, and there wasn't a lot of film. I think she was most known for the Ellen business. And the only thing I really...
Well, she's in Donnie Brasco.
Okay, I never saw that. She was
Oh,
in the,
what?
I never saw Donnie Brasco.
Oh, that was a good movie.
She was in the Psycho, the odd remake, which was word for word.
Oh, with Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, that's what.
Wasn't she in a movie with Harrison Ford?
Yeah, 30 Days and 30 Nights.
Okay.
I never saw that one either.
I've seen her in some made-for-TV films and some episodic.
Yeah, more like
shows,
TV,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
Uhura. That's a little close to Uhura.
89.
Oh, that's a long, good run there, Nichelle.
Yeah, I put the classic Star Trek picture up here.
Yes.
You know, I remember I used to put some
Yes.
pictures up where the stars weren't in the best shape.
Yes.
But when I put her in, apparently she did a lot of early nude modeling.
Oh, you got some?
And I would have put one
Oh,
and
no.
cropped it. I thought that would be in bad taste.
Oh, that's in bad taste.
Remember her.
You would do it for anyone else, but for her.
Put her name up in the nude modeling, and you'll see all of the very graphic.
Oh, is it graphic?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking. Good, keep going with the show.
Oh,
then.
no.
Let me look at something.
You're going to find it. It'll be there.
Oh,
Oh,
that was sad. Tony Dow. Premature death announcement.
yeah, that was another one like poor Tanya Roberts, where he was gone, and then no, he wasn't gone. There was bad information.
Usually when they say you're gone and you're not gone, you're going.
Yeah. Only the beaver is left now.
That's right. Breaking Star, Bruno, Poppin' Taco Falcon. Okay.
Of course, you remember from Break-In, Dave.
Of course,
He's on the
yeah.
right in this picture above. That's Shabba-Doo or Scooby-Doo on the left.
Oh yeah, I mean everyone knows that.
But apparently, mainly, I put him. Well, Break-In is quite his show, but he came up with this leaning move from the Smooth Criminal video. Remember, I tried to recreate that on my deck back there
Yes.
because they locked their shoes into place
Yeah.
with some kind of screw device. So I said, I don't have any shoes. I'll nail my sneakers into the deck here, and it didn't quite work properly.
Because you don't have the talent and skill of Michael Jackson and Poppin' Taco.
Right. So, farewell Poppin' Taco for coming up with that move there.
Oh, Ivana Trump, who gave Donald Trump his daughter that he would love to date.
Right. A lot of disturbing comments. Oh, there goes Ivana.
There's not much that comes out of Trump's mouth that isn't disturbing. Never saw Sopranos.
No, I should watch that. It's there on the HBO.
Have you seen it?
No.
You've never saw? Oh, I never
No.
saw it.
I just put him up because I like Paulie Walnuts. I don't know why he got that nickname.
I missed that one. Pat Carroll. Oh, but yeah, Pat Carroll. Oh, 95, Ed.
That's a good long run.
It is.
Also, I remember a lot of game shows
Yeah.
and things in the 70s.
Mhm.
Best known as Ursula, though.
Bob Rafelson.
Now, I didn't know who this was.
Oh, you
but
didn't know? Oh, yeah, I knew Bob Ray, but him and Bert Schneider concocted the idea for the Monkees, which is why you have a picture with the Monkees.
Yeah.
They were the creators, and then he basically used the money that they made off of the Monkees to finance the films that they wanted to make. One was Five Easy Pieces. Now, Martin Scorsese, who never met Rafelson, did say that the modern cinematic world owes a lot to Bob Rafelson for his groundbreaking films back in the late 60s, early 70s. But there you have the Monkees, of which there's only one left.
There's one missing from this picture, isn't it?
No, they're all there.
Who?
You've
Oh,
got
okay.
Rafelson there.
Okay, but
Next-
he's got the beard and he doesn't have the hat on.
Right, you got Mickey Dolenz, and I believe that's Bert Schneider, Torque, Jones, and Nesmith in the back.
Oh, this was a little later on.
This was probably 80s, I'd say late 80s.
Okay.
Rafelson.
5 Easy Pieces.
Oh, David Warner. He was so
Oh.
good in that Time After Time, and there it is on the right.
Yes, says Jack the Ripper.
Yes.
And then, of course, from The Omen, with the classic scene where his head is cut off by a plate of glass. And I think they said it was just luck that thing spun around like it did after the glass hit it.
I remember one of my favorite scenes in Time After Time is when Mary Steenburgen is just sitting there, and there's kind of a close-up of her at the bank, and all of a sudden he pops in and mutters something to her about finding Wells as he plays Jack the Ripper going through time to track down H.G. Wells. Oh, rather fortuitous of you. But yes, he was a fine actor. Larry Starks, he didn't make it to 100.
Yeah, you think they would have put him on ice, or did he have a long time to go?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
But, yeah, there you go, Ed, with the picture on the right. He doesn't look too bad in that picture. I mean, he's 99. I don't know if that picture was when he's 99, but it could have been anything from 90 on.
Yeah. Well, I put that up because that's how he would appear at all his convention appearances.
Because that's all he did. I mean, he showed up in some TV shows in the 70s and 80s. Did some voiceover work. But Larry Starks, F Troop. People, go back and watch that goofy F Troop. Which reminds me, I noticed I was watching an episode of Dusty's Trail.
Oh, no. Which was basically Gilligan's Island.
It was Gilligan's Island and the Wagon Trail. But F Troop was entertaining.
Yeah, some stars don't like it when they're referred to their characters or don't want to talk about their appearances. This guy wore the hat and the scarf.
Yeah.
And I did, at one of the Chiller shows, pass him as he was on his way to the John in this outfit here.
Even Agarn has to use the bathroom. James Caan.
James Caan.
Boy, I almost forgot this. That's how long it's been since we've done the show.
Yeah, this was one. Sometimes when the names pop up on whatever you're looking for, do you ever go, out loud?
Yes, yeah, I do.
And this was the one. This was one I did when
Especially when you don't expect it. It's different when you know someone is sick or like Tony Bennett. When Tony Bennett goes, you're not going to go, You're going to say, ooh, he was old, and I knew he was dying. But when you don't have the news and you see it, it is it hurts.
Yeah, it's sad when the people you grew up with and. The Godfather, and then I did another lighter later on when I remembered. He was in Rollerball, which I love that Rollerball. And let's see, only one left from the picture of the Godfather. There.
Al Pacino. Yeah.
And let's see, I think we have another one where I went again.
Oh, Olivia Newton.
Did you go on this one?
I didn't go
I know you've never seen Grease.
I've never seen
you
Grease.
You weren't sad.
But I always wanted to get physical with Olivia Newton-John.
Right, the very sexy.
Even up to her end, I would have gotten physical with her.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman. But I knew throughout the last several, it's got to be 30 years she had? Oh, you got it right there. I can't see it behind the camera. But yeah, she was breast cancer years and years and years.
Yeah. A very sexy video for that physical, except for they put some big people in who got thin at the end after doing the workout.
Well, you're getting physical.
Let's see here if we have a few more. That is it.
I'd like to just mention Bill Russell.
Okay.
One of the greatest professional basketball players of all time. With, I believe, 8 or more championships with the Boston Celtics, ladies and gentlemen, in the 60s. Anyway, that's all I'd like to throw.
All right, so there we have it. Another fine show in the books, and we'll see you next time.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.